adventures of Biggles.
The arrival of Howard Coleman's plane at the island has put Biggles keenly on the alert. Obviously, the treasure seekers are prepared to stop at nothing to force Dr. Duck and the air police from the island. And although the first battle was won by Biggles, Coleman's plane didn't fly far away. As soon as their own aircraft has been repaired, Biggles leads his friends to a high ridge of rock towards the center of the island. And from this vantage point, they see their enemy's plane moored on the opposite shore from their own. They expected this, but they didn't expect to see Donald Duck, their tame biologist, hurrying towards the wrong aircraft.
That silly old trout. He's making straight for it.
I'll bet you're right, Biggles. He forgot where our kite was moored, and he thinks that's it.
He gets an awful shock when he finds it's Coleman's bus.
We mustn't let him get that far.
Well, how can we stop him? He's nearly a mile away.
We'll sprint like blazes. Bertie, you and Ginge sweep round slightly to the north. Algy and I'll make her sweep in the other direction. If we try two routes, one party should get through in time.
Roger. Come on, Bertie. Just a sec. Mind if we take that axe, Biggles?
No, you can have it. Why?
Well, in case we fall into one of those electric eel pools. A swipe from the axe might cut off the current. Righto, Ginge. What are you waiting for? Waffle, old trout. Waffle.
These rocks are darn slippery. All right for walking, but no good when you try to run.
We'll have to keep up the pace, Algy. Mustn't let old Donald fall into Coleman's hands.
I think we're going to be too late. Have to rely on Bertie and Ginge to get through.
We won't rely on anyone but ourselves. Keep pushing on.
Oh, confound these blasted rocks. We should have gone round the ridge, Bertie. Would have taken another oodle of time, old bean. It stretches about half a mile. Keep on with the jolly old mountaineering. Well, here's the top. Now, just a case of slithering down the other side.
Now, don't you slither near me with that axe in your hand.
I wouldn't dream of it, old bean. That's for the electricity supply. I say, there's the coast.
Oh, holy smoke! We're further away than ever.
I don't care how far away we are, old bean. We must sprint for it. If we don't make it in time, dear old Donald will walk bang into Coleman's arms.
Good afternoon, Dr. Duck.
Oh, good afternoon. Oh, why, bless my soul, it's Mr. Coleman. Good afternoon to you, sir. This is a surprise.
A surprise?
Yes, to see you here. I thought you'd been spending a pleasant afternoon at your club back in London.
But you knew I was here, didn't you? You saw me when my plane put down.
Oh, no, I don't think so. Let me think. No, I don't recall anyone arriving here after us.
Weren't you in the plane during the... while I was talking to Bigglesworth?
Oh, dear me, no. I've been ashore almost ever since we landed. It's a fascinating place, Coleman. You'll be absolutely absorbed by it.
I'm sure I shall. But I think it's a pity that you didn't take my advice, Doctor.
Oh, about the climate? Yes, you told me it was unhealthy, didn't you? I assure you it's quite the contrary. Most invigorating. I've never felt better in my life.
Health's a funny thing. 1 minute you feel perfectly well, the next something happens and you go down without knowing what hit you.
Oh, dear, no. There are no such diseases here. I'm sure we shall all enjoy a wonderful health for the duration of our stay.
You won't, Dr. Duck. Get aboard my plane.
Your plane? Oh, yes. Oh, goodness gracious, that isn't our machine.
It's mine. I chartered it to fly me over from England.
But I thought you were... Oh, dear, I really must concentrate better than this. You know, Coleman, I was feeling rather hungry, so I decided to return to the plane. I walked a little way and saw this machine. It did occur to me that it was in the wrong position, but I didn't dream it wasn't Bigglesworth. Dear, wasn't that silly of me?
Very. Get aboard.
That's most kind of you, but I must get back, you know. Bigglesworth will be waiting, see what's happened to me.
I am not inviting you, you old fool. I'm telling you to get aboard.
That's right. I beg your pardon? I say, really, Coleman.
Your friends from Scotland Yard aren't here to help you, so you'll do as I say. Now, are you going? Or will I drag you into the plane?
Nearly there, Biggles. The coastline's just ahead of us.
And I think the Catalina's moored beyond that big clump of rocks. Ah, looks as if we're too late.
Think they've nabbed the old boy?
Well, there's been no sign of him, unless Bertie and Ginge picked him up.
No, take your hands off me, you brute.
Get into that
I
plane.
shall do as I
That's
will.
Donald now.
They're beyond the rocks.
Press close to them, Algy. I'll sneak a look and see what's happening.
If you give any trouble, you old devil, I'll shoot you now and have done with it.
Shoot me, but why?
Because you're in my way, you and your policeman friends. None of you will leave this island alive. But I want to keep you with me for a while before I kill you. I have a job for you. Now stop arguing and get aboard that plane.
You stop arguing, Coleman.
What's that?
Inspector!
The positions are reversed, Coleman. We can see you, but you can't see us. And you may be sure we have you covered.
Benson! Haynes!
No use calling them. They'll be shot the second they appear. Did you hear that, you fellows in the aircraft? If you show your noses, you'll be shot.
What do you want?
Dr. Duck. Come quickly, Doctor. Round behind this clump of rocks.
Haynes!
They're shooting from the plane.
Swerve, Donald. Run like blazes and keep swerving. He won't get you.
Oh dear. Oh, thank you. Am I safe?
Yes, reasonably. Sit down for a moment and get back your breath. You'll need it shortly.
Oh, I can't tell you how grateful I am.
Don't try to.
Yeah,
Is it any use my suggesting that you clear out of this, Coleman?
None. And you're certainly not clearing out. After what's happened, none of you leave this island alive.
That remains to be seen. See you later, Coleman, if you want it that way. That was most unwise of you. I'm still watching. If you make another attempt to follow us, my aim will be more accurate. Right, Algy. Doctor, start moving back. We'll keep this clump of rocks between us and Coleman.
He surely won't follow us after your warning.
Of course he will, but we'll have a start ahead of him. Off you go.
Where the blazes are they?
On the higher ground behind us. We're a perfect target for them. Can you go any faster, Doctor?
Not much, but I shall certainly try for you.
Try for yourself, old man. It's only speed that'll save us from being killed.
The shooting's growing heavier.
Yes, but they're coming from different places. Hold it a second, both of you.
That's odd. None of the bullets seem to be coming our way. They must be rotten shots.
Of course they aren't. Coleman's mob aren't shooting at us anymore.
Come off it, Biggles.
They're engaging someone further along the island. Look. You can see the flashes coming from the guns along there.
Bertie and Ginge.
Yes, it must be. They're holding off the other blokes so that we can get away. Come on.
But what about Bertie and Ginger?
They're quite capable of looking after themselves. So let's make the most of it while they give us the chance.
There's nothing coming back to us. Think they've given up?
I should say so. There'll be no point in wasting ammunition. They can't see us in our hideout.
Well, at least we held the blighters while Biggles trundled off. I'm frightfully belly delighted about that.
Yes, it did the trick. But I'd like to know if they've gone or are sitting up there somewhere watching us.
There's one way to prove that, old bean. How? Observe us lissies, and then even more closely observe the result of our actions.
Don't stand up, Bertie. Don't be an idiot.
Ah! What lovely fresh air there is swirling about up here. You really should try it, Ginge. Much more pleasant than squatting down there between those smelly-belly rocks.
Get down, you fool. They'll see you standing up like that.
If they're watching, they'll see me, and if they see me, they'll shoot. But I must have become impervious to shocks because I can't feel any bullets whistling through me.
Oh, maybe they've gone.
Of course they have. So let us trundle too, old trout. Do you realise an awful thing?
What?
The sun's beginning to droop. Within half an hour it'll be dark, and we lissies have no desire to waffle about this spooky Bally Island in the dark.
Caesar's ghost now. All right, Bertie, hop it. Back to the kite. Not through here, Bertie.
Why not? It'll be quicker if we burble up this valley than climbing over the rocks.
I know it'll be quicker, but
I don't like the look of it. Oh, nonsense, Albine. I know it looks a bit fairly nightmarish, but that's just a trick of the light. There isn't any light. The sun's gone right down. All the more reason why we shouldn't waste time. Now stop getting the trembles, or you'll make me think I'm carting around my old Aunt Matilda. I haven't got the trembles. Oh, come along, if this is the way you want to go. Ah, that's my boy. Half a league, half a league, half a league onward, into the valley of death, roll... Bertie! Bertie, look out! That thing on the rock! Look out!
The gathering darkness, a mysterious valley on a weird island that's come up from the ocean bed. What strange creature has terrified Ginger? Will he and Bertie reach their plane in safety? Don't miss the thrills in the next chapter of The Air Adventures of Biggles.